Pakistan has been consistently ranked high for having one of the largest militaries in the world. Currently, the Pakistani military is one of the topmost forces in active personnel at 654,000. The country boasts of 2,200 tanks, 582 aircraft, and powerful defense helicopter fleets. Pakistan spends around $10.3 billion on its armed forces, and it is estimated that within the following decade, this country could have the world's third largest nuclear arsenal. 9. Brazil. When it comes to military strength, Brazil has rapidly progressed to gain an entry on the list of topmost players. The country spends over $26 billion on defense. The Brazilian armed forces are the second largest in the Americas after the USA and the largest in Latin America. It boasts of over 334,500 active duty troops and officers, 439 tanks, 715 aircraft, 112 commissioned ships, and 6 submarines. 8. United Kingdom. The United Kingdom remains a powerful country when it comes to defense forces. The British Armed Forces comprise over 196,000 active personnel. The most significant troops include the Royal Navy, the Royal Air Force, and the Special Air Service, which is an elite regiment of the British Army. The UK has 227 tanks, 601 aircraft, 10 submarines, and 2 aircraft carriers. 7. France. In 2021, France has maintained its stronghold when it comes to military power. Despite being relatively small, the French military is known to be highly trained, professional, and fully capable of force projection. It is known to spend $50 billion annually on defense. The French armed forces comprise 203,750 active personnel. France has 406 tanks, 687 aircraft, 10 in-service submarines, and 1 aircraft carrier. 6. South Korea. South Korea has one of the most formidable countries for a neighbor, North Korea. So, it has to be on toes and equipped with powerful military forces. Annually, the country spends about $50 billion on defense and has acquired many high-tech, modernized equipment over the years. The Republic of Korea Armed Forces has 555,000 active frontline personnel and has become one of the largest standing armed forces in the world. The country has 2,500 tanks, 700 aircraft, 18 submarines, and 12 destroyers. 5. Japan. Japan has a small but extremely well-equipped military. The Japan Self-Defense Forces spend $50.3 billion annually. It has over 247,150 active personnel in 3 service branches: Ground Self-Defense Force, Maritime Self-Defense Force, and Air Self-Defense Force. The Japanese military has 1,004 tanks, 1,480 aircraft including 162 special mission aircraft, 37 destroyers, 20 submarines, and also the 4th largest helicopter in the world. 4. India. The Indian Armed Forces consist of the Indian Army, Indian Navy, and Indian Air Force. India's annual military expenditure is around $67 billion and is known to spend heavily on modernized equipment. India also has the second largest number of active military personnel in the world at 1,455,550. The Indian Armed Forces boast of 4,730 tanks, 542 combat aircraft, 17 submarines, 1 aircraft carrier, and a powerful fleet of naval ships. 3. China. The Chinese military has consistently grown to become a powerful player in terms of size and strength. The People's Liberation Army of China ranks first at a whopping 2,035,000 active personnel in service. China also takes the second place in military expenditure and spends around $209.4 billion annually. The Chinese forces have spent an enormous amount on modernized military technologies, including ballistic missiles and 5th-generation aircraft. China has 9,150 tanks, over 3,370 aircraft, 70 submarines, and 2 aircraft carriers. 2. Russia. The Russian armed forces have unquestionably maintained their position as the second largest military power. Russia boasts of the world's largest tank fleet with over 15,000 powerful tanks. Its annual military budget is estimated to be around $65 billion. The Russian military has 900,000 active personnel, 4,163 aircraft, over 55 submarines, and 1 aircraft carrier. 1. The USA. The United States of America is undoubtedly the most powerful player when it comes to the armed forces. The United States Armed Forces ranks first in terms of annual military budget at a whopping $738 billion. With its innovative technology, the USA has acquired the most powerful aircraft in the world, including fighters, helicopters, transport aircraft, and special mission aircraft. The US has over 6,000 tanks, over 14,000 military aircraft, 71 submarines, and a fine fleet of 10 aircraft carriers.